So I'm pretty sure that I've said the apartment is almost done in the last 2 videos, but in this video, I promise the apartment is almost done. I hope by the end of this, we will be complete. The thing that we need to do is all the finishing touches and getting things on the wall. So hanging photos, hanging the TV, hanging shelves, and then also getting some decor on some shelves as well. So let's start with getting some things on the wall. So now that the shelves are on the wall, I have to figure out what to put on the shelves. We don't need the book storage because we have bookshelves now, but we do need some other storage, mainly for our office stuff, because we got rid of our desks and also the file cabinets that we stored our office things in. So we need to find kind of a creative solution for our everyday office stuff that we want to access. And then also I want to use the shelves more as just decorating, just for nice aesthetic and less about utility, which kind of goes against what I've kind of thought about apartment design for a long time, is everything has been utility. But I do want to just have a nice pleasing shelf. And the most pleasing shelves that I see in catalogs or, you know, on apartment design shows and things like that, there's like barely anything on the shelf. It's just very sparse and a specific color scheme. And so I'm gonna try that out and go with kind of a light colored, you know, whites with different textures and things like that, with a little bit of utility storage, but mostly just for aesthetics and to make it look nice. So I did end up taking these back to the Container Store and having them cut them down, so now they don't go way past where they need to go. It looks much cleaner. And then we got these tubs from IKEA that we're using for like our everyday office things here at the dining room table. And then at the end of the day, we can pack it back up, set it back up here for cleanliness. So I'm hanging our TV up on the wall because if you want to kind of clean up your space and make it feel more open, getting the TV on the wall is one of the best ways that you can do that. If you want to learn how I hang the TV up on the wall and hide the cords in the wall, all that type of stuff, I've actually created an entire video just on that, so the link to that is in the description. I'm having trouble with hiding the cables in the wall in this apartment, because this apartment has very thick walls. They're over 1 inch thick, which is great for sound. But the kit that I have comes with this bit to drill the hole into the wall for the kit, but it is less than 1 inch thick because it's made for normal drywall and not double layered drywall, so it won't actually get all the way through. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hide my cables in the wall in this apartment. Not only can I not drill the hole, but the actual in-wall kit has these little wings here, and whenever you put this into the wall, you use a screwdriver and you lift these up, and the wall is here where my finger is, and it squeezes it on, but it's only made for a normal size of sheetrock and not this thick. So I can't even use this kit at all with these walls. So now that the TV is on the wall and I figured out that I can't run the cables through the wall, I have to find a different solution. There's obviously the very simple, regular solution of getting a cord cover, but pro tip, instead of putting the cord cover directly in the middle of the TV, move it over to the side because it doesn't draw the eye as much as it does if it's in the center. In the center, for some reason, it just like really shows like, hey, there's the cord cover. But moving it over to the side takes the focus off of it. And then also, if you put decor on the media console below the TV, you can put things to the side where it is balanced and it disguises, camouflage, covers the cord itself, and it takes the focus away from it. Versus if you were to put like a vase or a plant or something directly in the middle underneath the TV, it's very obvious like, hey, you're covering the cord. But if you move it over to the side, it makes it a very natural way to disguise it. So one of my pro tips for making a space feel larger is to protect your floor space and get things up on the wall. Get taller furniture that uses your wall space, hang things up on the wall, etc. But a side effect of that is that your wall space is now being taken up by your furniture and other things, and that leaves less wall space for art. But we like having art on the walls. It obviously adds character, shows your personality, also allows you to add color into the space that doesn't necessarily have to coordinate or match with the color scheme. And also I just like seeing art, so there's that. But we have limited art space in the apartment since the wall space is limited. But recently I found a solution to my desire to have a lot of art but with limited space in the form of a digital painting. So the Mural Canvas is a digital painting, digital picture frame. Obviously digital picture frames have been around for a very long time, but they've also sucked for a really long time. Like in the early 2000s, everybody was getting digital picture frames for Christmas and nobody has them anymore because they looked like digital picture frames and stupid. But the first time I saw the Mural Canvas, I didn't even realize it was digital. It just has this richness, and the texture on the screen really brings out the texture in the art. And for this space, we only have room for just a couple pieces, and the Mural Canvas allows us to have unlimited, just thousands and thousands of pieces of art on our wall, but actually only having to hang up one thing. So for the limited space we have and the fact that it looks so real, makes it perfect for like the main pieces of art in our apartment. And just like the TV, I was originally planning on running the cord for the mural through the wall, but the walls are too thick to do that. And on this wall specifically, it is not only the sheetrock, but then there is a 1/2-inch sheet of plywood behind there. So it could be done, but I just don't want to put giant holes into these really thick walls. So I'll have to go with the same solution here and just do a cord cover.
so there was a package downstairs, and neither Cody or I remembered ordering anything, so I went downstairs to see what it was. And there's a little note, and it says, "Happy new home, Jensens. We're so excited for you both to enjoy and thrive in Portland. Your music bed family." Oh, cute! They bought us a plant! Now, I have the job of keeping this thing alive.
This box just arrived, and I am very excited about what is in here because I have always wanted to be able to fall asleep in a completely dark room and then wake up with natural light. But I've never been able to do both of those things because if you get blackout shades, it's still black in the morning when the sun is up. And the only solution I have for that is motorized blinds, but I only ever see those in movies and like rich people's homes. And whenever I tried to look them up, it confirmed that they are rich people prices. But then I got started an Instagram ad. I don't know how they get back in my memories to serve me the ad, but they did, and it solved my solution. Found this thing by I was served an ad for the Axis gear, and this attaches to your already existing roller blinds. So for me in an apartment, I wouldn't want to spend the money to change out the blinds. So this just attaches to the beaded cord, and it's now motorized, and it's gonna open in the morning. Alexa, close blinds. So it's a little louder and slower than I expected, but it's thousands of dollars cheaper, so I think I'll take it. Another finishing touch was finding a rug to go underneath the dining room table to define the dining space and also to accentuate the table and the chairs, but it also is close enough to the other rug that has to coordinate. We found one on Amazon for pretty cheap, and it is in now. What I liked about the rug is it is light in color, so it's basically a white rug, but is not so white that it's overpowering. It has a lot of flecks of color that coordinate with all of the other colors in the apartment, but without being dominating in color and taking away from the other rug or anything else in the space. It basically does the job of helping to define the space, but not actually attracting the eye to the rug. And with that, I think now the apartment is complete. There's nothing left to do, and that is a huge relief because I've basically been working on this apartment full-time for over a month. I haven't even really been able to go outside and explore the city that I just moved to. So I'm excited to go outside, but I'm also excited that it's done and the way it turned out. I was apprehensive in the beginning about the kind of more bold color choices, but now that it's together, I am thrilled with how it looks and the way that it feels to actually live in the apartment. Hopefully this series has given you some ideas and some inspiration for your own projects, and now I get to go work on an apartment tour so you can see the whole space in action. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you in the next video.